If your cat sleeps with you, they're trying to tell you this. Last night, your cat climbed onto your bed, curled up beside you, and fell asleep. And you probably smiled, pulled the blanket a little tighter, and didn't think twice about it. But here's the thing. Your cat made a choice last night. A deeply instinctual, emotionally loaded choice. And most owners, even the ones who have lived with cats for decades, have absolutely no idea what that choice actually means, because we've been taught to think of it as cute, convenient, maybe a little warm. We've been taught to think our cats just end up in our beds. They don't. Every single time your cat chooses to sleep with you, their ancient, hardwired brain is sending you a message, a real one, layered in biology, in evolution, in something that goes far deeper than comfort. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand every single layer of that message. But stay with me until the last point. Because the final reason? It's the one that changes everything. It's the one that, honestly, might make you tear up a little. Let's start from the beginning. Most people think their cat sleeps with them because the bed is soft, warm, comfortable, and sure, that's part of it. But here is what is actually happening beneath that. Cats are what biologists call solitary predators. In the wild, they hunt alone, they survive alone. And critically, they sleep alone. In hidden, enclosed spaces, because sleep is the most dangerous moment in any animal's life. You're unconscious. You can't run. You can't fight. So when your cat voluntarily closes their eyes next to you, that is not casual. That is a profound biological statement. It means your cat has evaluated you, your size, your presence, your consistency, and concluded that you are the safest thing in their environment. You are the secure corner of the room. You are the hidden den. Researcher John Bradshaw, one of the world's leading cat behaviorists and author of Cat Sense, found that domestic cats retain nearly all of their wild instincts. The need for a safe sleep location isn't just preference, it's survival programming running in the background, every single night. When your cat sleeps on you or beside you, they're not being lazy. They're trusting you with the most vulnerable version of themselves. Here's something most people get completely wrong about cats. They're told cats are solitary, independent, that they don't form social bonds the way dogs do. That is only half true. While cats don't form large packs, research, including a landmark study from the University of Lincoln, has shown that cats do form strong selective attachments. They choose their inner circle, and that inner circle is small, intentional, meaningful. In feral colonies, cats that trust each other engage in a behavior called pillowing, sleeping pressed against one another for warmth and mutual protection. When your cat sleeps against your leg, your stomach, your back, you're being pillowed. You have been accepted into the colony, their colony, the one they built in your home, in your bedroom, around you. If this is already making you look at your cat a little differently, if you're realizing there's more going on than you ever noticed, hit like and subscribe. Because we're just getting started. And every video on this channel goes this deep. Your cat has scent glands in their cheeks, their paws, their forehead, their flanks. And scent, for a cat, is not just smell. It's identity, it's ownership, it's belonging. When your cat sleeps pressed against you for hours, something very deliberate is happening. Their scent is transferring onto you, and yours onto them. This mingling of scent, researchers call it scent blending, is one of the most intimate acts in feline social behavior. In the wild, members of a bonded group share a communal scent. It marks them as ours, safe, known. When you wake up and your cat is draped across your chest, you don't just smell like you anymore, you smell like them. And to your cat, that means something enormous. It means you are woven into their world, Not just a provider, not just a giant creature that opens cans. You are family. Cats are crepuscular and most active at dawn and dusk. Their internal clocks are ancient, tuned to hunting hours, and their senses, even at rest, are never fully offline. When your cat sleeps near you, they are, on some level, monitoring you. Your breathing rhythm, your heartbeat, the small shifts in your body temperature, whether you're restless or still. A study published in Animal Cognition found that cats are acutely sensitive to their owner's emotional state. They recognize stress. They notice grief. They respond to your nervous system in ways we're only beginning to scientifically measure. Your cat sleeping with you isn't passive, it's attentive. Some owners report that their cats pressed closer, purred longer, or refused to leave the bed during their hardest nights, after a loss, during illness, through anxiety. That wasn't coincidence. Your cat felt the shift in you, and they moved closer. Let's talk about the purr. Most people think purring means a cat is happy, and sometimes yes. But the science of purring is far stranger and far more beautiful than that. Research published in the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America found that cat purrs vibrate at frequencies between 25 and 150 hertz. And here's where it gets remarkable. Those same frequencies have been shown in clinical studies to promote bone density, accelerate tissue healing, and reduce cortisol levels in humans. Your cat's purr is not just a sound, it is, and I want you to really hear this, a biological tool that heals. When your cat curls up on your chest and purrs while you sleep, they may not consciously know what they're doing. But their body is doing something extraordinary anyway. They are, in the most literal, measurable sense, making you healthier. Lying there in the dark, trusting you with their sleep, and quietly repairing you at the same time. Think about when your cat sleeps with you, not midday, not during a busy afternoon, not when the house is loud and full of movement, the night. Cats understand instinctively that the night is when defenses drop, when the world goes quiet, when beings are at their most real and their most exposed. Your cat isn't sharing just any hours with you. They are sharing the unguarded hours. The hours when you aren't performing for anyone, when you aren't the version of yourself the world sees. And they choose to be there, right there, in that specific vulnerable window. In feline behavioral terms, this is the highest level of chosen proximity. It is reserved exclusively for those a cat considers genuinely safe. Not tolerated, safe, not useful, safe. There's a difference, and your cat knows it. I promised you something at the beginning. Something that goes deeper than instinct, deeper than biology. Here it is. Cats do not need us to survive, not the way dogs were bred to. Cats domesticated themselves. Researchers at Washington University confirmed this through genetic analysis. They approached us. They made a choice thousands of years ago to live alongside humans. Not because they had to, because something in them recognized something in us. And that ancient self-directed choice still lives in your cat. Every night that your cat walks past every other room, every other surface, every warm, quiet corner of your home and comes to you, they are repeating that original choice, privately, in the dark, with no audience. They are choosing you, not because you fed them today, not because the blanket is soft, because you are their safe place, their colony, their family, their home. And unlike humans, cats don't choose out of obligation, or habit, or guilt. When a cat chooses you, it's